this is Shirley Luu bringing you another wonderful episode, Focus on Finance. So, today I'm going to talk to you a bit about a very, very serious subject. And it's a subject that we very, very seldom hear or talked about. And you know what that is? Longevity. Now, audience out there, you can say to me, well, Shirley, why is longevity a problem? You see, the reason longevity becomes a problem is that, isn't it a good thing? I say it is. But the problem where it becomes a problem is that if you don't have the money to live on. You see, what I'm talking about here is that America, with medicine, technology, and everything that's making us living longer, people living longer and longer, and they don't have enough savings to get them through it. So that's what I want to talk to you about. And also I want to talk to you about, well, if that's a problem, what are the solutions out there that we could have? See, longevity is changing our nation and the world. And it's impacting on a global scale. It is huge, huge, massive. And it's something that none of us want to talk about or think about. We know it's coming, but we just don't, kind of sweep it underneath the rug, right? You see, the problem is that we are simply overflowing with people living longer and longer, and they don't have enough money to support them during the retirement years. The problem is that there's a global drop rate in birth. So what happens is that you've got a lopsided demographic situation that's going on here. You've got more and more people retiring, and you don't have enough younger people to go to work to support the Social Security benefits that we need to support the older folks. So that could be very, very dangerous, especially, for those of us that are going towards retirement years, and you're looking at the dire situation that, well, what if they cut my Social Security, and if I don't have anything saved? See, one of the greatest things about the 20th remarkable century nowadays, guys, is medication. You got fabulous medication, fabulous things that are invented, fabulous things that are helping us living longer. It is a wonder. It's a joy. But while it's a wonder, joy, and that's the problem why we're living longer. So one of the things, I want to talk about making sure you and all the folks out there to have the kind of money that you need. I think another crisis you're coming is the rising healthcare. You and I know that. Rising healthcare, the cost of living, everything that's going up. You and I know that your cost of salary and benefits and things like that are not going up 10, 20, 30%. And yet, the cost of things that you got to buy and to sustain of living and all that is going up like crazy. So if inflation, going up like that, and you're not even keeping up with inflation with the money you're bringing in, now we're so far behind. Now my question is, are we prepared in the Asian world as a nation? I don't know. Because you know what, I'm concerned. You see, the next 15 years, 70% growth. Are you ready for this? 70% growth will be in the 65 or older. So, what does that mean? How much payroll taxes has to increase, guys, in the same time period? Now, you see, most American, millions, as I'm going around there talking to folks, we got a national crisis going on with millions of people. Why? Because when you look at the national level, millions are either too old to go back to work, simple as that, or they save too little, that I also recognize. And then the other half don't even have the employee sponsor plan. Let me repeat that. Millions of people save too little or too old to go back to work, and the other half of the portion don't have any retirement pension plan because the whole private sector, let me tell you, the private sector creating a retirement plan, and you know what's really sad about the part of the retirement plan? Do you know that less than 1% in every single one of those retirement plans out there today do not have lifetime income. Now, how is that when we as a nation that are supposed to be sitting there helping people, teaching people about saving and all that, and yet we neglect the most important, crucial part by teaching folks how to have guaranteed lifetime income? One of the things, I can tell you this, about 9 years ago, at that point in time, I had a good friend of mine spoke at United Nations. Her name is Kim O'Brien. I love that lady to death. She spoke at United Nations, and by the way, the things that she said 9 years ago, I repeated again 9 years later. And I'm proud to tell you that after 9 years later, she spoke at United Nations. I myself, a couple of days ago, had an opportunity to meet with some of the key executives at United Nations, hearing my stories again. This time, it was me repeating it. And they said, gosh, I'm telling the exact same story 9 years later. And here it is today. I'm proud to tell you the fixed index annuity, the kind of things that have lifetime guarantee income that they talked about potentially 9 years ago are reality today. By the time you see this television broadcast, my book would already be out. The FIA ASAP, Fixed Index Annuity ASAP. Now, what in the heck is a fixed index annuity? Fixed index annuity is designed for any of you folks out there that say, you know what, Shirley, I've got this money that's sitting here in a retirement account. Could be a 401k, could be an IRA. If you work for government, they call it TSP, Thrift Savings Plan, in the Washington, D.C. area. A lot of you can have it. And these retirement plans are designed for you to take money out in retirement. The problem is that let's assuming you have $100,000 in your 401k or TSP, okay? If you have $100,000 in a TSP and you decide to take $10,000 a year out to live off, think about that. You're 65, you're retired, you took $10,000 out from your TSP. How many years is that $100,000 going to last? 10 years, right? Because they keep subtracting 10,000, 10,000. So that's why people are running out of money. Because you're going into your retirement account and you're dipping into it and you're withdrawing it when you shouldn't be doing that. Now, you ask me, well, what am I supposed to do with that thing? Ladies and gentlemen, convert that account into a stream of income. You understand? When I say convert a stream of income so that you can have that amount of money, imagine this, at 65 until 100 years old, you never run out. So if you don't want your money to run out, you better consider lifetime income. I'm passionate about it, as you can see on TV. It's because I felt that as an educator, we really should tell people out there, giving them different options and choices and all that. Now, a lot of you guys love to play with investment strategy, making a ton of money out there. Guys, I have nothing against the investment side. It's not neither nor. What I do have a problem with is the or, where people are not giving an options to say, hey, you can also have this other choices that is not being talked about. I want to change the game. You are hearing me here. I'm not the first one to tell about it. Now, I will tell you this, it was interesting the other day, someone brought to my attention, they work for the government. And they said to me, Shirley, the stuff you're talking about, IRA and annuity and things like that are bad. And I said, whoa. I said, can I know why it's bad? And this is very interesting. For those of you guys, we live in the Washington, D.C. area, and we've got a ton of TSP, Thrift Savings Plans that's running around out there. And you have, in the government account, some cases where you can get an annuity. So I see this videotape, this guy comes on, and he works with government agency, and it was really interesting, because what he said, oh, you know what? Do not get an annuity in the government account that is offered to the employees because they're bad. And here's what he said about why they're bad, okay? He said because once you select an annuity payment payouts in a government account, you can't change it. It's kind of, you're stuck with it. And if for some reason you need emergency where you need all of your money, you can kind of lock yourself in and you can't do any of that. And then it's not flexible and all. And of course, everything that he said on the video, you want to hear this? I agreed with him, but I disagree with him. Now, What he said in there is very, very true about the annuity in the federal government agency where you can get it, you promise certain payment, but then, it's very restrictive and the kind of annuity that he's talking about in government accounts out there. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but those are old traditional annuity. Ladies and gentlemen, time has changed. Are you kidding me? Your cell phone has changed. It does so much more than just a daggone phone call. So do not limit yourself by thinking with the old connotation with a bunch of folks out there telling you annuity a bad thing. No. The newer kind, a whole different dynamic, where it can give you a stream of income. It gives you money growth in the market. You can't lose at all. The floor is always zero. And each account depends on your age and where you are, when you want to take the money. Annuity doesn't have to be locked in forever. You can start income as early as 30 days or next week. Or some of you guys say, well, I don't need the money right away. Okay, then so what? You wait for a couple of years. And then, all right, people said, oh, the annuity, you cannot make any kind of money. You can't make any kind of interest rate. Are you kidding me? The lifetime income account depends on the annuity you get. You can get 4%, 6%, 6.5%. You get 8.25. There are a whole variety of stuff out there. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. I will tell you this, I'm so excited for the fact that I represent and talk about in the industry one of the most notable things that people don't talk about. Lifetime income. I have countless and countless of clients, testimonial, that are retiring in Florida and Colorado and all the different places. And they say, Shirley, the stuff that you have created a stream of income along with my Social Security has enable me to live a comfortable lifestyle, travel when I want to, go on a cruise and do the kind of things that we needed to do. Without this guaranteed income, I would have gone through the old traditional route, going to my 401k and my IRA and all those and just start with liquidating money. I am so blessed and fortunate being in position at the right place, right time, bringing this message to you. So, I love what I do, and you can reach me at Shirley Luu, L-U-U. You can Google my name, very easy to find, 703-608-1203. And now I know most of you won't pick up the phone and call, but let me tell you, it will be the best call that you ever make because I can strategically help you. We rise by lifting others. See you next episode.